back to more Diablo 3. I forgot how rewarding challenge rifts are. Like, I need Death's Breath for my Alcacoder, so it's like, might as well go do one. It's like, oh, by the way, here's all these bounty materials and everything else. It's like, well, that's convenient. Of course, it didn't give me nearly enough Death's Breath, because, converting rare items into legendaries is expensive work. And then, of course, you don't get the legendary you want, and then you need more Death's Breath. Fun times.
My friend, shall we depart to Caldeum?
Oh, well, I guess it's time to go to the Netzat, which is the desert. And you know how much I love deserts. Yay. Deserts.
It's all just stories. My uncle saw what he wanted to see.
Deckard sacrificed much to protect this world. But his work is not over.
What would you know about sacrifice?
Imperial. The ancient law of the high heavens strictly forbids us from interfering with the mortal world. Yet you have done so, brazenly.
All I am guilty of, Imperius, is bringing justice, while you hide, cowering behind your throne.
Silence! You will now answer for your transgressions.
You cannot judge me. I am justice itself. We were meant for more than this. To protect the innocent. But if our precious laws bind you all to inaction, then I will no longer stand as your brother.
You chose to be one of us.
Sacrilege.
Thus, I fell, willingly. Because humanity is the only hope for this world.
Now then, where's...
I never believed all your crazy tales. The work. You never finished. I will finish it, Uncle. I will carry on for you.
Oh, that's...
Tristram is safe. I go now to Caldeum, the great city of the East. It has fallen before one of the last lords of hell, Belial. I will set the city free.
Of course. No one has anything new to say yet? Or isn't that lovely? Outer squirt?
New goods. I may look small, but I'll hurt you if you try to steal from me.
She's gonna kick our ass. But she also sells the designs for the Hellfire stuff, and Ward's Bell, and essences of things. Yeah. Good for her. Oh, now we can talk to you.
An enchanting young woman who is much more than her youth suggests will come to your aid today.
Oh.
She can be of great help to you, so try to be polite, will you?
Why is her aid important to me this day? What will happen?
The Coven will use deception to try to ambush you. Ugh, how predictable.
Well, there you go.
I was just talking to Hedrick. He is still denying his grief. He really needs to open up. If he would just let me comfort him, it would do him a world of good.
How long have you looked for me?
Well, it was not very easy to find you. I had to search for days. When I woke up alone, I did not know what had happened. I wrote about it a little. You may read more if you wish. I felt no fear when they sealed the tomb before me, only a sense of peace as my mind drifted away into the darkness. It seems I opened my eyes only seconds later and beheld the chamber in ruins, half buried in sand. I have left everything behind. Only hope guides me now.
About the challenge thing, it's like, oh, by the way, we're gonna put your summon zombie dogs in this pod, gargantuan on that pod. It's like, why? It's not technically sound.
Here we are. Chaldeum, Jewel of the East. Uncle Deckard loved this place.
He wouldn't now that it is under the spell of Belial, Lord of Lies. I can smell his stench, Omir.
Our paths lead apart. You search for Belial, and I will seek Magda. Her end will bring rest to Cain's spirit.
I have never been outside the city my entire life. I have never even been outside the palace. When they threw us out here, I thought I would die. I was terrified. But now, look at this view. I have never understood how large the world actually was. It is beautiful.
Did you think that you would return to Chaldeum?
I told myself I'd never come back here. And yet here I am.
Because of what happened to your father?
Because of what happened to me. Some scars don't heal, and there's no point in scratching at them, is there? The weather doesn't suit me either.
You still don't have a good map, so just don't point that out several times.
You seem down today. Tell me what Miriam can do for you.
The spirits speak to me of the great evil the Coven does. These are not happy things.
Those spirits of yours need to lighten up. So the demon lords want to crush all humanity beneath their heel. Does that mean you can't smile? The cultists are making a great mess of things out in the desert. They deserve the painful death you will bring to them.
What does the Coven mean to do?
They are torturing and killing innocent villagers to lure you into their trap. But you'll get the better of them, won't you?
Chaldeum. Everything Uncle Deckard left me leads to this place. It's strange. I first met him here when I was only a child, and now his loss feels heavier than ever. He was right about everything all along. We have to stop Belial before it's too late.
You may notice that jewels you find enhance your already considerable abilities. I can combine similar gems to make a more powerful one. At the moment, I can only offer you a few basic pieces of jewelry. Now, if you bring me supplies, I will eventually be able to offer you exciting and exotic new designs. But it doesn't have to be just business with us. Come by and talk anytime, my friend.
Why don't you have to talk up? There you go.
I knew you would lead me to exciting and mysterious places. We should encounter the jewel I seek any day now.
Tell me of this jewel. What does it look like?
Sometimes a ruby, other times a glorious emerald, or a stunning diamond. It is very good at hiding.
So it is aware there is a dark spirit within?
A very good question. A dangerous question. You are getting better at them.
I noticed that you did not answer me.
Yes. Well, a good question answers itself. You try to give a young man some advice, and he assumes you are the Sensei god of thieves, traveling in disguise as an elderly jeweler. I understand his confusion, as I do share certain features.
How strange. The spirits tell me that you are often mistaken for this god.
That would be correct. But enough about me. Who are these spirits you speak to?
All who die pass from this world to Imwiru Ikura, the true one. They speak to me, and some of them say they know you from times long past.
Of course they do. I am very memorable.
The people of Shansai worship 59 gods, but few are more revered than Zai, the exiled trickster god who travels the face of the world disguised as a humble merchant. Tales of his adventures range from ingenious thefts and practical jokes to more lurid exploits, none of which I'm comfortable recording here.
I heard a rumor that there is a strange and mysterious jewel crafting device hidden in the aqueducts of the Daugr Oasis. I have a mind to go search for it myself. Don't worry, I won't go alone. I'm sure I'll find someone to show me around. Oh, it's even harder than I remembered, Ed. I'm afraid I'm growing weak. I need a drink and a bath, and something to keep the sun off. Or maybe just a nice cool jewel to put on my forehead. That will fix everything.
There ain't no guards around, are there? Good, because I got some new items to show you. Most of my items have almost no blood left on them.
Almost no blood left on them. Wow. These are right. Yes, nothing. But, oh, anyway, time to go adventuring. Yay, adventuring.
Guard, where did these refugees come from?
I am not a god. I am a Shira, commander of the Iron Wolves. We saved these refugees from Magda's coven. It even now wreaks havoc throughout the borderlands.
Then we share a common foe. I seek Magda, but I do not know where to find her.
She's heading toward ALCARNUS, but has blocked the road behind her. However, there is another way. Through the Kasim outpost. All of these people have fled from the cultists in ALCARNUS. They are refugees far from their homes.
Why do they stay here? Why do they not go in the city?
The Imperial Guard lets no one in. These people are sentenced to a slow death. The Iron Wolves were mercenaries, until we helped the Zakharum priests find the successor to the first Emperor Hakan. We became the Emperor's personal guard after that, but everything changed a few months ago when the first refugees began arriving. An Imperial Guard was created to protect the citizens from the refugees, while we were out in the desert fighting the Coven and their demon spawn. Eventually, they took over.
Have you heard? Emperor Hakan threw his entire court out of the city. They're trapped out here with the rest of us.
There is some justice in this world, after all.
Justice? They're a load of pompous fools. But even they don't deserve what's coming tonight.
What happens tonight?
They're wearing jewels worth more than any of us see in a year. And they have to sleep sometime.
Tyrael and I learned that while the Iron Wolves were fighting Magda in the desert, the Emperor replaced them with Imperial guards who bar all from the inner city.
I suspect that the Iron Wolves were sent out to die. Belial has made his move. We must find a way into the city.
As a child, I explored Chaldean while Uncle Deckard studied here. I can get in through the sewers.
Be safe and learn what you can. When I return, Magda will trouble us no more.
Be careful. ALCARNUS sounds like Magda's trap.
The inner city is closed by order of His Eminence, Emperor Hakan II. For now, you must all remain here.
Let us in! We are dying of hunger and thirst. Can't you smell the stench of death?
The Emperor has forsaken us.
Back, or we will force you back.
Your Imperial Guard would let us die here. At least the Iron Wolves try to aid us.
Mention them again, and I will leave your corpse for them to find.
What is happening in the city? Why won't you let me in?
Why the prices may be high, but the quality is worth every coin.
Many of my banished peers have fled for Lut Gholein. Not I. I shall wait for our Emperor to come to his senses.
Very noble, my lady. So it has nothing to do with the last caravan leaving 10 minutes ago?
What impudence! How dare you even speak to me?
Apologies, my lady. You'd best take up your concerns with the Emperor.
The last Emperor wouldn't have treated us like this.
All this pain and suffering. This is what happens when you let a child sit on the throne.
Everything I had was in ALCARNUS. I am ruined.
Most commoners know Chaldean by reputation, if not direct experience. The trade city has existed for thousands of years, predating even the Mage clan wars. Its neutral stance throughout the following century.
This gate leads to ALCARNUS. You'll need to follow the long road over the canyon bridge and through the Kasim out.
Oh, hey, by the way,
Take heed, traveler. Cultists guard these desert roads, and they will slay any who pass.
They may find that difficult. I have come to kill them and their leader.
Then you must not go alone. I shall accompany you. There are illusions out there. Mirages to some. But I can see them for what they are. The Coven's foul magic. They will lead you to your death.
I appreciate your concern, but these cultists are known to me. I do not fear their traps.
I mean...
Stay back! They're in the rocks!
Be careful. They are very near to us.
That cannot be. The way is blocked.
Or is it?
You should never have come. Demons will feast on your bones.
How did you know about the ambush?
I am an enchantress. The ways of magic and illusion are familiar to me. My name is Arena.
Thank you, Irena. But tell me why you are truly here. I sense you have a greater purpose.
Well, I am also looking for someone. But here, let me clear the way for you.
By the way, tired.
Captain, from behind! Protect the people! Iron Wolves!
If not for you, the Lacuni would have eaten well this day.
Is the road ahead so filled with danger?
More than Lacuni stalk the road. Cultists cast their spells from 2 desert layers to disguise the Black Canyon Bridge.
Let us head north to the Howling Plateau. The cultist magic seems to be emanating from there.
Let's go find him. Oh, look.
There is another illusion here. Cultists try to hide their footsteps. Their spells are weak and easily countered. If we follow these prints, we can find their lairs and halt the rituals. I will seek out any other traces of their magic.
Huh. I could just be a random cavern. Also, like, fun thing, like, Skull Slayer, Flesh Render, King Slayer. It's like we make epic names for things, but yet they're just quite strong.
The truth burns you.
Like, is this
The spirits aid me.
It's still better than freaking Diablo 2 instead. Like 9 of them. Uh-oh, just go find the two. Just go find it.
That will die. Your evil undoes you. My curse upon you. My curse upon you.
hidden footprints.
Hidden footprints.
This is one of the cultist's lairs. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
Oh, we should probably go in and murder them.
Flash! The ritual is disrupted!
There should be another ritual at a cellar to the east of here.
I owe you my life. Bless.
They tortured my poor husband.
This hero means to attack you, ALCARNUS. If I were you, I would set a trap at the Kasim outpost. But I am not you. For all I know, you wish to fail me again and force me to kill you. That would grieve me, though somehow I think I could manage it.
Look, more hidden footprints. More hidden footprints.
Oh, for X-Ray. You gotta be shitting. And look, it's the Nemesis versions. The only problem is you can't mail things to these new characters. These new characters are all in their own system. Separate area, like hardcore characters all in their separate area. So since this is a regular, normal character, I can't just send this to my other character, which sucks. These Nemesis grades instead. Irritating. It's fun rolling so many things at the dollar. Like, here's like your entire inventory full of braces. None of them are waste.
A perfect strike!
Anyways, all your death weapons trying to get up to legendary quality games. Like, nope. Fun times. Yeah, I can see the
A test of my speed.
Look, more hidden footprints. This is one of the cultist's lairs. They are casting part of the illusion inside.
Of course they are.
The ritual is
how to dispel the Coven's magic. Let us go to the bridge.
Andariel was the only female evil. She aided the lesser evils for many years, but eventually she lost faith in their plots. 2 decades ago, she chose to help Diablo during his resurgence and seize the citadel of the Sightless Eye. Ultimately, she perished at the hands of brave heroes.
She was the one, F1 boss, right? Fun times.
Akarat bless you. Thank you, hero.
Tell me, what shall you do when Magda is dead?
Belial and Asmodai, lords of hell, plan to destroy us all. I shall destroy them first.
How curious. You must be the one I was meant to find here. I think it is time for you to know my true tale. I am not from Chaldeum. I learned these spells 1,500 years ago. My sisters and I pledged our service to a man of great power. We called him the Prophet. He trained us and placed us in a magical slumber to awaken in this era. I am to prevent the Lords of Hell from invading.
Much of the great magic of this world has been lost over the millennia. Fight by my side. We can destroy the Lords of Hell together.
And of course, build lower terrors that can spawn.
Now to find the Qasim outpost.
And I guess you just ran forward and disappeared.
Overburdened. I'm returning to town.
I'm returning to town to go sell more shit. Yay.
New goods today. Please look. You won't be disappointed.
You say that, but yes, I have to. But yeah, I will.
Have these lands changed much since you were here last?
Last time I passed through here was soon after meeting Mira. She wanted to stop and see the city, but I convinced her to travel on. My good memories of Chaldeum feel like I'm watching someone else's life. I'll be glad for us to be gone.
How good for you. So we're gonna be dead. I know this is very serious. And I'm gonna send you to the character that needs. Why doesn't necessarily need them? It would help. Alright, you people.
Do you have any other family?
My brother and I were orphans. We only had each other.
Is he a thief also?
No. He was a member of the city guard.
That seems odd.
Not as much as you might think. Until the end, that is.
I have considered what we discussed, and you are correct.
I know little about my past, beyond what my order has told me. But what does it matter? Look what they have done for me. They've turned me into a living weapon, a light against darkness.
I am not sure that the darkness you speak of is not in the order you serve. You must be able to remember your past, to know the truth.
I wouldn't know how to begin. How do I seek memories that have been taken from me?
Ground Otatsu root would uncover every memory in your head, or make you blind. It is a dangerous route.
You may be right. I will find a way to take back my memories and exonerate my order.
Yeah, it's like I'm not even going to watch what you just said about roots.
I have thought of a way to retrieve my lost memories, but it is dangerous. I must ask you to promise me something. Should I lapse into my old sins, whatever they may be, you must kill me, as I killed Jondar.
I still say I see no darkness in you. But tell me your plan.
I found a journal on Jondar's corpse, written in an ancient Templar cipher. I can translate it, but it will take some time. Perhaps studying his treachery will give me a clue into my past.
Fear haunts your words. Why?
Jondar was once a man of faith, devoted to the Templar Order. What if he discovered something that made him betray himself? Matters not, for I must do this anyway.
Oh, there you go.
I must say I'm very fond of this new family I find myself in. But you could be a bit more open about your love for us, you know.
You do bring me joy, but love is not something to be joked about.
Oh, don't try to hide it. You act like you just need us for our skills, but we know the real reason you've brought us along with you.
If I had to.
The city has many secrets, and I still remember most of them. I can get into Chaldeum through the sewers if I avoid the Imperial Guard. While I'm out, my friend has sworn to take down Magda. It won't bring Uncle Deckard back, but we'll all be relieved when she's gone.
Have I ever told you that I knew Shen before he became part of our family here? Oh, he is such a sweet old fool. What a wild love we had for each other. He used to do the most surprising things, if you know what I mean. I could tell you stories that would curl your hair.
Please don't.
I don't have that. Then she's being creepy again. And you had nothing to say. Well then.
This is no trick. The road is blocked. I must go through the Qasim outpost to the west.
You know the places that trap set at? You know,
That will die. The truth burns you. My strike is true.
Juriel is the twin of Andariel. I believe that they conspired together to assist Diablo in releasing Mephisto and Baal, though they had both supported the lesser evils in the past. The Lord of Pain was found guarding Baal's prison, the tomb of Tal Rasha, when he was slain by heroes.
Oh, that's what it was. I don't remember a lot of that
Captain of the Guard, you are hereby ordered to send a band of your most loyal men to secure the Qasim outpost. Control of the city hangs by a thread. The commoners are becoming restless, and it is imperative that we subdue them. Remain vigilant, for there may already be an outsider within our borders looking to stir up trouble.
We've been safe ever since the Imperial Guard came.
Oh, happy.
If you need a place to camp until the gates are open, there is room in our cellars, safe from the desert heat.
The Imperial Guard will keep us safe.
Oh, well.
You must open the gate. I need to go to ALCARNUS.
You must be mad. But if you're intent on rushing headlong to your death, talk to Captain David down in the command post. He's got the gate key.
Here you are, delivered unto me as a sacrifice, a gift from Lord Belial.
There is a sacrifice here, but it is not I. Your master sent you to this place as bait to take me from Caldeum.
No! He would never betray me! Strike him down!
Your master is the Lord of Lies. You matter not to him.
I mean...
Not a moment too soon. They plan to sacrifice us to Belial. Iron Wolves, take back the town!
Has Magda reached ALCARNUS?
Yes. We've heard rumors of a horrible slaughter there.
Then you must open this gate. I must save who I can.
The Imperial Guard was infiltrated by demons?
The demons came disguised as members of the Imperial Guard. They
I wonder what happened to my son.
He's probably dead.
I can hear the spirit's anguish. I can't stop. I strike at your heart.
So is it actually abandoned?
Stay back! Don't come any closer!
Oh, thank you. They captured us to use as bait. Please, take anything you need from the cellar. We owe you everything.
Oh, I was just impressed. Okay, so what's an action
The evil of Mephisto, Lord of Hatred, was so pervasive that even after he had been defeated and entombed in a soul stone, his demonic essence oozed upwards into Travancore and corrupted the Zakharum priests. Though he fell to the same heroes who killed his brothers, I fear for us should he ever return.
Help us! You can't leave us here!
Do not fear. I will free you.
I owe you everything.
I thought rescue would never come.
Of course it's that one. Why wouldn't it be that one? My Everwatch charger also needs that. The fun part is when they have these. Oh yeah, there's those random sellers, you know.
A perfect strike!
So you go in and be like, hey. And that's about it.
That creature must die!
More sellers.
I'm returning to town. Is everything as the prophet said?
Well, I did not expect you to keep company with a seraph.
You mean Tyrael?
I knew what he was the instant I beheld him, but being in his presence makes me quite nervous.
Why? He is here to aid us.
We do not deserve it. Tyrael sacrificed all he knew to aid us. I hope it is worthwhile.
Why did you not follow your brother into the guards?
We're not much alike, really. He was always dependable and practical. A complete bore, I'd say.
And you were drawn to trouble?
Hardly. I was just amusing myself with the Thieves' Guild. It was nothing serious.
Until you became a criminal.
That may have been serious.
Hey, mister, I got some new things. You should take a look.
Go compare between 1 to 3. Yeah, that one's good. Yeah, pretty sure that one's bad. I just wanted to have this freestyle. You have to change that first after anyway. And you have nothing to do. Then there's no bursts, and I could probably go back down to see if there's anything there, but meh. Let's just deal with this. tried to prefer several times. Granted,
I will send your spirit to the unformed land. There, your victims eagerly await your arrival.
It matters not. While you hunted me, Belial's Imperial Guard captured your little witch Leah. Soon, her power shall be his.
Let your spirit be at ease, Deckard King. The Coven will trouble these lands no more.
I return to the hidden town. I could, you know, home now, or then we turn into town. By the way,
as the life drained from Magda's broken form, she swore that her master, the demon lord Belial, would rule our world. I will not let this come to pass.
well, of course we will. We're protagonists.
Cormac, anyone can tell that you are lonely. Let me help you find a woman.
I already told you. I have forsaken the pleasures of the flesh. How hard can that be for you to understand?
There's no sin in merely talking to a lady, is there?
The way you talk, there is.
Well, there you go.
I have translated a strange passage from Jondar's journal. Long before he began serving Magda, he found a set of what he called key words hidden in a dusty librum. He writes that when he read these words, memories from his past returned to torment him. It was at that point that he began to mistrust the Order, though he did not say why. I am prepared to look upon these words and risk my soul. But I want you to understand something. I know I may die at any time. When I do, it must be without a single doubt that I am serving the light.
You test your faith. There is no shame in that.
Thank you, my friend. But please, remember your promise.
Carry over the gummy. Shin, what do you got?
Oh, the Jewel of the East! Chaldeum is really quite amazing. I have never seen anything quite like it. And I have seen so many things in my life.
Chaldeum is not actually a jewel. It is just a name.
That explains quite a bit, actually.
Like, how many times have you jumped that?
Is this where you met your wife?
It's actually quite a tale. We met in a town not far from here on the outskirts of Curast. She was... well, you're not going to believe it. She was locked in a cage.
She was a breaker of laws?
No. They were going to burn her as a witch.
Your wife was a witch?
Let's talk about this another time.
Oh, for F's sake. Let's talk about stuff, but then let's not talk about stuff. Oh god, it's like we're doing the... yeah, it's like BioWare shit. It's like, seriously, like, they made this, like, BioWare dialogue. Well, oh, we're gonna talk about things. But oh, your friend rep is not high enough with me, so I'm not actually gonna talk to you until we wanna talk about more stuff. I don't know, it's like Coke or Cock wants to speak with you. Cock looks troubled, and something on his mind. Cock we just talked 5 seconds ago. Yeah, but no, I don't want to talk to you about it right now. 5 seconds later. So this is what happened. But I don't want to tell you anymore. Like, God, that's the irritating NPCs.
Before she breathed her last, Magda said that the Imperial Guard had captured Leah. The Guard's human form is a veil. They are serpent demons who worship and serve Belial.
Then they must be holding the Emperor against his will. I tremble to think what Belial might do with Leah and her growing power. The only chance we have to rescue Leah is to wrest the Emperor from the grasp of the Imperial Guard.
A shearer of the Iron Wolves can help us to reach the Emperor. I will ask for her aid.
Oh, well, now you have all the
Why did your fall raise the dead? You were an angel.
Not just any angel. I was the Archangel of Justice. My fall awoke the vengeful dead who were slain unjustly during Diablo's reign of terror. There was nothing I could do. As my power left my body, I had absolutely no control over it. Caldeum is the greatest city in the world, the seat of the Empire of Kyrgyzstan.
The city is indeed magnificent.
Its libraries overflow with undeciphered tomes of arcane knowledge. Its streets cover labyrinthine tunnels. It is a city of wonder and mystery.
And we don't really get far, the majority of it.
I do not know how these refugees persevere. Their situation is dire, and it seems there is little hope for them. Where do they find the strength to carry on?
All lives are filled with suffering, but we persevere so we might see better days.
The human spirit never ceases to amaze me. I feel Belial in the very air. I see his shadow behind haunted eyes, hear his voice whispering lies on the wind. He need not bring an army to this city. It is his already.
Oh, there you go.
My people are shunned many places, but we were always welcomed in Caldeum. Something must be very wrong, that they won't even let their own people into the city now.
The spirits are in agreement. The city is not right.
Well, you don't need visions or your spirit friends to see that Belial is in control of the city. The question is how.
Gotta go solve that mystery, And you
I stayed outside last night. I tried to ignore the silence, but the empty air felt like an open mouth above my head. Eventually, I realized I had to sleep. If someone was going to kill me, I was already dead. I hadn't slept that well in years.
Okay. Bye, Wayne. So next time we go back into the city, be like, hey, we need to take control of the city. I will be serpents of the sky. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed. Thank y'all, and have a nice day.